A quick update. I had a Proteus base duty yesterday. I had to get them out the door, so that took a little bit. I had to get them boxed up and shipped. And that reminds me, the fine scale Scarlet Vipers should be out sometime soon. So I'm looking forward to that. I can't wait to see what pictures I use. I always, when I do articles and everything, I send a bunch of pictures and let them choose what they would like to use. But anyway, that'll be something to examine down the future. But the visible dog, done and done. I dug the base out, and it's not attached. You'll be able to attach it if you so desire, and it actually should go the other way according to the pegs there. But very fun model. Last thing I did though is the nameplate. I finished painting it with satin black by MIG. Took just a small brush and just painted the visible dog lettering, and then I did red by Renwall there, and it makes a nice, very nice display model. I mean, I understand why there isn't that many of these built up. I mean, you really don't see them built up, by fellow modelers. Because to me, it is a complicated kit, as in for buildability, not the anatomy or anything like that, just the actual physical building of the kit. But anyway, it's just I think a unique model, just something you just don't see every day. And this reminds me of what they got now are called 4D models, and I got to look at some of those at the hobby store, and those are actually, I think, engineered extremely well. And I always think you could rip the anatomy out and have the dog model, because I think this is like 1/3 scale, I think, the scale of dogs. So anyway, very fun model. So this will be the last time everyone will see this kit. I will go deliver this this weekend, and it will be at its new home, because I actually did this for a gentleman here in town. So that is the visible dog. The ambulance, I didn't get to do nothing because I had to take a break, because I had to do the Proteus there. And this is going to be a boring update for the rest of the week, because I'm actually at the point now on the Ertl A is I had to go back in with Mr. Knife here and basically start trimming places that I missed earlier. You can see where like here on the panel lines, just gotta take a knife, score it, and then I'm just doing saturation duty with the microsol. I did it on the bottom here, and then I gotta go back in and paint a few things. And I added the last of the DML parts, and that was the two little blue thingies, which I almost lost it because I couldn't remember if I stuck it in a little sack over there or I was smart enough to put it in the box. And I was smart enough to put it in the box, so that was a good thing. And I got that on, and now after I get it saturated and everything, it looks good, then I'll go back in. I got to paint the blacks on the cell here and on the sides, and get that once everything is. But once I saturate, though, I pretty much just walk away and I don't get near it, and that's just the way it is. Oh, and I did get the decal on the bridge there. You can actually see it, and then of course painted the I call it the ring around the bridge. I got one more decal, and I'm gonna cheat a little bit. I'm gonna put the back of the decal on that goes on here. The one that goes around the bridge, I'm probably gonna skip it. I'll probably just do a little paint and call it good. That's pretty much about it on that, and that'll be just a boring update when I just basically saturating the decals with more setting solution. But anyway, it is taking shape, and then after we get done with this, we'll probably do a smaller Star Trek ship just to change a pace. So that's what I am doing on that, and that's pretty much it. So that's what I've got going on today. We are saturating duty on the Ertl A. I'm going to try and get back on the ambulance. I'm going to do the bed next, which is I want to make the little gurney out of styrene, just to because basically that's all you're going to see on the inside there. So that will work, and then hopefully I want to start painting it by the weekend. But anyway, finishing the visible dog is done, completed, and it will be at its new home at the next time. And then clear up some bench so we can focus more on the petty car and whatever else we'll figure out what we're going to do. So that's what I've got going on today. So stay tuned for the next exciting episode.